Just guys, welcome back to another video on the European Football All-Time channel, and today welcome to my Game Week 7 Europa League predictions. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, let's get into the video. Okay then, so the first game is in about half an hour actually, so yeah. I mean, I actually didn't know there was a game today. I only found out like an hour ago, so yeah, anyway, the first game is Galatasaray against Dinamo Kiev. Galatasaray being the home side. Dinamo Kiev have been quite disappointing in the Europa League at the moment, and I mean, if they can get something away from home against Galatasaray will be quite impressive. But Galatasaray, very good side. So I'm going to back the Turks to get a big win here, 4-0. And now we move on to the game which is tomorrow on Wednesday. It is another Turkish club at home. It's Besiktas against Athletic. I nearly just got myself run over. But yeah, anyway, it is Besiktas versus Athletic Bilbao. Now Besiktas, they've actually got a new manager. That manager being Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, formerly of Manchester United and of Cardiff City. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on, but we'll have to see, won't we? We will have to see. Athletic Bilbao have done well in the Europa League, and that obviously got good players as well, in the likes of Nico Williams, Inaki Williams, etc. But yeah, in Ole's first game, will Besiktas get off to a winning start? I don't think so, really, for me, because let's be real, Athletic Bilbao are a good team. So I'm going to go 3-1 to Athletic Bilbao. Okay, so we can now move on to Thursday's games. Oh shit. And the first game is AS Alkmaar against Roma. Now, I mean, I've said this a lot recently about Roma. Roma has been very, very good recently under Claudio Ranieri. He's got Roma playing some really nice football, and I think the Roma fans will appreciate what Ranieri is doing. It's kind of turned around their season. AZ, I mean, I haven't really been seeing how they've been getting on recently, so I can't really comment on much, but yeah, we'll back Roma to win. Ranieri to continue their revival, 3-1 to Roma. Alright then, the next game is Bodo Glimt against Maccabi Tel Aviv. I think Bodo Glimt, they got a decent result recently against one of the big European teams. Can't remember who it was, but they did get something against one of the big European teams. But yeah, Maccabi Tel Aviv, yeah, I don't think they're in the top 20 something. I can't remember where they are. I did check earlier, but I forgot. But with Bodo being at home, we'll back them to win this game. 2-1 to Bodo. Okay, then next up is FC Porto against Olympiacos at the Estadio de Dragão. Now Porto, I think they've lost the last 3 games in a row, and I think their last game was a 3-1 defeat against Gil Vicente. So yeah, they've been struggling recently, Porto. But Olympiacos are a good team. They've got some good players. Obviously won at the Conference League last season. Sorry about that. Yeah, they won the Conference League. They won the Conference League last season. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a tough game. Obviously, with it being at Porto, it will be a lot more difficult for Olympiacos to get something out of it. But I'll go with a draw, 2-2. Alright, then next game is Fenerbahce against Lyon. Again, another big clash for the Turkish club, for Turkish clubs. Obviously, Besiktas against Galatasaray against Dinamo Kiev. I mean, I think Galatasaray, like I said, Galatasaray I think will win that anyway. And obviously Besiktas against Athletic Bilbao. But now it's Fenerbahce, Lyon. Lyon, they've actually got a decent away record in the Europa League, so they'll have an advantage. But, you know, we all know what Fenerbahce are about. Fenerbahce, you know, they have got some recognisable players. They've got Edin Dzeko, Yusuf En-Nesyri and that. Who else they got? They got Fred. I think they've got Sofyan Amrabat as well. And they've got Mulder, the man who scored that incredible goal against Turkey in the Euros. But yeah, I think this will be a high scoring game. Plus as well, Leon defensively, I think they're decent. Yeah, I'll go 3-2 to Leon. Alright then, and the next game is Hoffenheim against Tottenham. Now, I've said this loads of times, but if you are new to the channel, I am a Tottenham fan. So, yeah, I mean, that performance on the weekend against Everton was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking, to be honest. I mean, and Ange, I think his job is really on the line now, to be honest. I think Ange's job is on the line, and I think these next two games, Hoffenheim and upcoming of Leicester, are two big games, and we've got to get something out of it. I mean, Hoffenheim, no offence to any Hoffenheim fans watching this, but they are absolutely dog. I think they're 16th in the Bundesliga. They've conceded a load of goals recently, and even their striker, I think after the Bayern Munich game, Andre Kramaric, even said himself that they were shit basically, they're shit basically. So yeah, this has to be a win for us. Hoffenheim conceded a lot of goals, don't really score many, but no one else will somehow just not get a result. But yeah, I think we will, but it won't be the result we all want. I'm going to go 2-2. And the next game is Malmo versus FC Twente. Now Malmo, I mean, last time I watched them was against Rangers. I thought they were decent. Twente, yeah, they got Lammers and that. But yeah, I think with the Swedes being at home, we'll go 2-1 to Malmo. Okay, next up is Karabag against Steaua Bucharest. Steaua Bucharest doing decent. Karabag pretty much got no hope. But I'm going to go with a win for the Romanians, 3-0. Okay, then next up is Victoria Pilsen against Anderlecht. Now Anderlecht, surprisingly, have actually done alright in the Europa League. Pilsen, I think they drew with United or narrowly lost against them. To be fair, Victoria Pilsen plays quite well against United, in fairness. But Anderlecht are doing well at the moment, so I'm going to back them to win 3-1. Alright, next up is Frankfurt Frankfurt. I've got to make this quick because I'm literally about to walk into a shop. Obviously, Marmou's just leaving, which is a big blow for Frankfurt. Frankfurt are decent, but I'm going to go 2-0 to Frankfurt. Okay, then so the next game is Augsburg against Nice. Should be an interesting game, I think. Nice, I mean, they have kind of struggled in the Europa League this season, so I think Augsburg will have a chance. I think Augsburg will have a chance for me to get something out of this. So I'm going to go 2-2. Okay, then in the next game is from the Stadio Olimpico as Lazio take on Real Sociedad. Now I think this should be interesting game. Sociedad, they've been decent this season, but they probably could be doing a bit better than they are. Lazio doing really well. I think they won on the weekend against can't remember who it was against now. Can't remember who it was against now. But yeah, I think with it being at home and how well Lazio are doing, I'm going to back Marco Baroni's team to win 3-0. And next up is Ludogorets versus FC Midtjylland. I don't really know much about these two teams, so we're just going to cut to the point. I'm going to go 1-1. Okay then, and the next game is from Old Trafford. It is the second Battle of Britain, England versus Scotland. It's Manchester United against Rangers. Now, this is going to be a really, really good game. I'm sure a lot of people in the UK will be watching this game. And obviously Rangers, they have already played an English side this season, that team being Tottenham, which they drew 1-1. I think Rangers probably should have won that game, to be honest, because I thought Rangers were by far the better team, in my opinion. And I tell you what, Rangers nearly won it against us, against Tottenham. And I tell you what, I don't see why they can't get something out of this game either. I don't see why not, because United for me are just in an absolute mess really at the moment, you know. Ruben Amorim, after the Brighton game, said that his team is the worst team in the history of Manchester United Football Club, which is quite strong to say, to be honest. To say that all your players are the worst team in United history, it's big to say, and there has been some big reaction to it, to be honest. I mean, it is a bit harsh, really. It probably doesn't really give the players much confidence. I mean, Rangers, they haven't been happy with the manager and the board, to be honest, so it really could go either way, to be honest. It really could. But, to be honest, I think most of the English people watching this game will probably be expecting United to win, because most English people know absolutely jack shit about Scottish football. But, I know a bit, but one person who knows Scottish football to the max is my friend Cody Hewitt, so, and plus he's a City fan, so he'll be wanting Rangers to win this game, but he knows a lot about Scottish football, so, yeah. But yeah, for this, I'm going to go with a draw for this game, in my opinion. Manchester United 2, Rangers 2. Okay, then, and the next game is PAOK versus Slavia Prague. Now, Slavia Prague have lost their goalkeeper, Antonin Kinski, to Tottenham. And I'll tell you what, thank you, Slavia Prague, because it's actually done alright for us recently. PAOK, yeah, they're doing okay. Slavia Prague doing okay. Both of these teams could do with a win. I think there will be a winner. I don't think PAOK have got the best home record in the Europa League, so I'm going to back the Czechs to win. So my prediction is PAOK 1, Slavia Prague 2. And the penultimate game sees RFS take on Ajax. Now, Ajax, I think this should be an absolute walkover for them. RFS are shit. And Ajax are very, very strong. They've massively improved, because last season they were just all over the place. But at the moment, they've really improved on last season, to be honest. And I think they're going to get a big win here. RFS 0, Ajax 4. And the final game of this game week is Union Saint-Gilloise against Braga. So yeah, again, should be an interesting game. Union Gilloise could do with a win. Braga could do with a win as well. But Braga, they're a decent team. Braga, Union SG are alright. I think they played Rangers, earlier this season in the Europa League. I think they have. I'm not sure. I swear they've played an English team or a British team. I think it might have been Rangers. I'm not really 100% sure. Braga, like I said, they're doing alright. But I'm going to back the Portuguese team to win this game. 2-1 to Braga. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.